Welcome everybody to the mosquito room. Today I did an internet search for invisible mosquitoes. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes, but I never ever see them. So that's like, how does that happen? Alright, Ponderina. Ponded Horses Club. Must be a member. Starting in 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Sparkle, Shaki, Zenchess, Ujwal, Yarun, Hunter 1998, Astrobate, Pyrat, and Grumpy Goose. We have 9 players so far. Hey! Hump Day, Kunru. It's not Hump Day. Today's Tuesday. So that was a bad joke. Anyway, sorry, I'm gonna have to adjust something here. Hello? Are we live? Our rating is up to 1137.89. Can you help me reach 2200? That should be my stream. We'll start making the stream title. Like the donation bar is our rating, and we've got to get to master. My first rating is 1138 if you round up. All right, Aspirate, thanks for being our pseudo moderator here. Mr. Coffee looks like he skipped out on us today. Uber driver only here in spirit. Mr. Sohand is lurking. Snedstag, you're lurking. Got a couple lurkers that could join at any moment. Okay, it's an arena 10+0. This is not an entitled tournament. The entitled arena. You don't have to be entitled to join this tournament. You just have to be a member. You just have to be a member of our team, the Ponda and Horses Club. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit late to join. Usually I'm here at 6:30, but 11:30 is my world senior donation goal. 1137.89. We've had a busy day today. A lot of stuff going on. Nothing important. Just keeping me busy. But yeah, Uber driver, cooking rooks. Where are you? Where Cooking Rooks is working. Uber driver may be working. There he is. He may be driving. No chess and driving at the same time. Unless you have a self-driving car. You can play blindfold chess while driving. Also not recommended. Uh-oh, Don't Cry Wolf 2231 has joined the arena. Now, do we have any requests to join the team? Wow, that was weird. It just keeps flashing. What's with that flashing? It flashes and disappears. Okay. 2 minutes to go. Last call. No. No. Sorry, Zenchess. Because of Nylon Mask, I could never... Well, I mean, I was never interested in this. I hated that site from the beginning, even before it was... But the fact that Nylon Mask is there is absolutely... I should probably open like a... What's it called? Mastodon account or something. I would be willing to open... I would be willing to open a Mastodon account, but that would be as far as I would go. As far as like social media, what to call it? What do you call it? Like a social media messaging site or something? I don't know what to call it. But anyway, yeah, I don't do that. I would never do that. But we don't talk about... Did we ban Nylon Mask from the chat words yet? Alright, Sparkle Horse, Shaki, Don't Cry Wolf, Zen Chess, Uber Driver, Ujwal, Dinekis. Speaking of entitled, Mr. Slowhand. Oh, nothing to do with you, just speaking of Nylon Mask. Yarun, Hunter 1998. We got 13 players. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? I just read the news, and I don't even like Facebook. The only social media I have is Facebook, and I really kind of hate it, to be honest. Alright, we're starting. Shaki. Sparkle Horse Shaki. Round 1. Stand by, Sparkle Horse. Oh, Shaki must have pulled a fast one on us. He must have pulled a fast one and dropped out temporarily. Tournament. Hi, I've got a request to join the team. Leave site? No, I just want to open another window. Okay, this Mexico CIFP has asked to join the team. I just let you join the team. Don't cry, Wolf. My score? Man, I don't know. You're so irregularly playing against me. I remember nothing about your game. Am I really going to play the Accelerated Queen's Indian again at the World Senior? Last year I only played one game with it, but I also played a bunch of games in the Hungarian Team Championship, and they're going to be in the database, so it's really not a great idea, probably. I need something else. We'll go with our mainline stuff. It'd be good to have a kind of backup. Somebody played d5 against me. What were they thinking? I looked at this yesterday. Shaki. Who was it? Setsteg played d5 against me. What a weird move that is. Playable. No. I don't know who that is. The name doesn't ring a bell either. So I know a lot of chess players. I didn't know any Rexes. Actually, I've never known a Rex, a T-Rex, or any other. No. The only Rex I ever heard of was the scumbag billionaire who runs the St. Louis Chess Center, or whatever it's called. But I haven't known any Rex, T-Rexes, any kind of Rexes. Yeah, no, I don't know him. Maybe after my time or older. So who played this position previously in the database? I wonder. We've been through this before. How can you play for a draw? The only game in the database features me, but I'm playing white. Yeah, no, I mean, a player I didn't know. So must have been not playing, national events too much. Local, maybe. Any of the Southern players who played in, like, Philadelphia, I would have known them, but I never played in the South. I never went... The farthest south I ever played in a chess tournament was basically Washington, D.C. Or Baltimore. I played in Maryland. That's the furthest south I ever went. Maryland. I've never gone beyond Maryland. Queen C2. Theoretical novelty. Alright, what do you want to do? He's prevented e4. So that isn't a bit of an issue. Looks like a good move, Queen C2. It makes sense. What do I do about that? It also puts some pressure on the C file. So I don't love C5 because of D5. And E4 is coming pretty quickly there. So it's a bit of a quandary. I can play knight b4. That's experimental. Something Blobix would like. Knight b4. Knight b4, queen b3. Then what? a5? That doesn't seem right. It's possible. It doesn't feel right. Nobody berserking here. Not too late to play. It's an arena. You know, I never met Boris Kogan either. I mean, if I had started a few years earlier, I probably would have. But you know, I feel like that's a guy whose like peak was around 82, 83. So it's just a little bit before my time. I had like old back issues of Chess Life from like 83 before I had started to play, where he was mentioned. There is d5. We can do it. There's a question as to whether it's good or not. You sent a join request. Okay. Unfortunately, our other moderator is not in the house. The King. King Charles Cafe. Alright. I don't know about d5. It just felt necessary to me. My initial evaluation here was that this pressure should be beneficial to white. But then, you know, I realized that I don't really like any other moves. You know, if I play e6, black plays e4, then what do I do? Same thing if I play d6, my knight's misplaced. Okay, now after 95, we have enough coverage. I can play e6, possibly c5. That's the big question. c5. Who's the other moderator? Yeah, I don't know. He's not doing his job. Whoever just asked that question, you know, good question. Jeroen is here, actually. He's in the tournament. We have a moderator in the tournament, an active moderator. Option A is e6. Option B is c5. c5, cd5, knight d5. c5, we have a lot of options. cd5, cd4 actually. So c5. This is looking sketchy. There's all sorts of possibilities here. I don't really fully trust my position, but I don't like any other moves. It's the second move in a row where I didn't really like my position, but I also didn't see an alternative. You're on the team now. I will play the tourney. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. But the good thing about the arena as opposed to the Swiss is like you can come and go as you please. You can leave when you want to leave, and you can come back when you want to come back. In the Swiss tournaments, you have to start within the first half of the tournament. You're booked up on Hypermodern Ninja Gangster Theory. Well, I'm not booked up on Hypermodern Queen's Indian Accelerated Theory, and Queen C2 is a new move. I played Bishop F4 against what's-his-face. And that's the only game in the Opening Explorer. Me versus what's-his-face. Accuser of playing for draws. Scumbag. Never in my life has anyone had the audacity to accuse me of playing for a draw with white. I'm still like traumatized by that. I was basically in a state of disbelief. I'm not going to go into it again. It's just I need therapy. I needed therapy because of that. But that's what Artur Frolov said to me. Was it 2018? That was right before the pandemic? November 2018 or no? When was that? Yeah, that was crazy. That was before the pandemic. Jesus, dude. It's an IM tournament with no prizes, and the guy is acting like... Yeah, he broke the code of ethics for International Master tournaments. Playing for a win against the other International Masters is just... That's just dirty. There's no need to do that. Obviously, the f2 square is extremely weak in this position. Your knight is not protected by anything. I just want to remind you about that. Float. We all float. We all float down here, as Stephen King would say. It's a reference to it. There is Queen B8. It's a good thing I just found that now, because my original intention was something like stupid. Let's just not even talk about it. Oh man, this could get weird. Queen C7. Well, it's possible that Queen C7 is superior. Superior queen move. I told you about that, Mr. Coffee. You put the pieces on the squares. Like, yeah. You put the pieces on the squares all like whacked out if you want to draw. That's the chess Illuminati thing. G5, the problem is knight B5. So we're going to have to come up with a backup plan. Secret code is putting your pieces on all the squares in the first 10 moves are so like pointing at all weird directions, not really straight on the squares, is like an unwritten offer of a draw. You guys didn't know that, I bet. Make the first 10 moves. You see, it's a very awkward situation as a title player to play in a tournament where there's another strong player, and you know there's no pre-arranged agreement to draw or anything like that, but you both are like feeling each other out and you don't know if the other guy is okay with the draw or not. And if you show weakness, wow, this is a weird scenario, isn't it? Knight takes d5. It's a good way to lose a piece. So I can take on f4. Damn, dude. I guess that was my pawn I just lost, huh? That was a nice pawn. Luckily there's this pin here that he can't attack my queen. It's like third base coach, exactly. Getting signals. Yeah, I just figured it out. It's like a secret handshake. There's like the secret master handshake. If you do a secret handshake before the game, then it's a draw. Well, there's 3 secret handshakes, right? The I'm gonna lose secret handshake, I'm gonna throw the game, the you're gonna lose, and the draw. And you learn all the secret handshakes at the Pioneer Palace in Moscow. Did you see the news story today, speaking of Russia? That George Bush was like... George Bush just realized... He just realized that he was served dinner by Prigozhin at some event in like 2006. That's pretty funny. Like he had no idea who this guy is. He didn't get a secret handshake. Lucky to be alive, bro. Yeah, exactly. Alright, we're not down a pawn. I love being not down a pawn. That's a nice queen you've got there, Yevgeny. I seriously hope Yevgeny is okay. Not that Yevgeny, our Yevgeny. Wow, my knight on h5 is a little the worse for wear. So what do you want to do? Keep it simple. Oh, stop that. Slightly worse the whole game. Lucky to be alive. Your server is Yevgeny. That would be funny, right? How much would you like to tip? What? A free pawn? Wow. Was that a free pawn or just appeared to be? It was a pseudo free pawn. Now I get tortured. Yeah, I don't want to be in this position against some Hungarian grandmaster. Let's put it that way. Damn it. Perfect technique. This is bogus, man. Bogus. How's he so fast? Oh, man. What? What did I do? Check this game out, guys. By white. Let's see. I was winning? Oh, you hung something. What? I have a weird tactic with knight d5. Yeah, nice flagging. Nice job with the flagging. Very impressive. By the way, Don't Cry Wolf, why do you have like no games? I don't understand. Why do you have no games at all? Like you don't even play on this site? You just play Chess 960 here or what? Masturbating is clear first. My overall impression is that, as usual, I forgot its sudden death. My overall impression is that you're faster than me. No. No one who's like playing Lance right now is going to be in my tournament. All right, back to the. My impression is that was the first game I played today, and you took advantage of my slowness. I think it was a decent game, nothing special. But I need to be aware of the fact that it's sudden death in 10 minutes, not increment. Every other week I forget that I'm playing sudden death. Last week I remembered, this week I forgot again. No, you weren't in time trouble. Give me a break. Having a minute when your opponent has like 25 seconds is not time trouble. In a sudden death situation, that's like almost game over, unless I'm good at like making pre-moves and shit. It's like definitively over. Masturbate with 4 points already. Nice job. No, I was trying to play real chess, but by the time I realized it was a draw, to be honest with you. When you like didn't agree to a draw repetition, like moving your king up or whatever, at that point you're like flagging me in an equal position. Even though you have an outside pawn, you're also got problems on the king side with my rook on the 7th. Like it's not a win for white or anything. You were never winning to the very end. I think I defended pretty well, to be honest with you. I think you played okay, but I defended really well, and white was never winning. So it wasn't such a bad game, but it would be good if I would know what time control I was playing. I would have played faster if I had known. But no, having like a minute and 20 seconds, 25 seconds is not time pressure. Alright, Masturbate. Where's Uber Driver? He should have 10 points by now. How does he have 1 point? He drew his end chess? Wow, like a 6-hour game. That's brutal. They played a long game there. Yeah, not good for an arena situation. I don't think your position sucked after c5. Don't Cry Wolf, I think I'm fighting to equalize. There's a question as to whether c5 is even good. If it's enough. If it's even sound tactically. Why would your position suck? Like, you didn't do anything wrong. You couldn't have possibly made a mistake. You played like perfect moves. The worst case scenario, you're equal. Okay, your knight on e5 is not protected. You certainly couldn't have been worse. Here we go again. Well, thanks for not berserking anyway. I wanted to play b3, that was it. Not a Catalan, dude, stop. I refuse to play the Catalan. Now that's all we ever play is the Catalan. What if I don't do d4? Then what happens? It's already. Well, it's possible you can play it better. I refuse to transpose to the Catalan. This variation seems okay for white. Honestly, I feel like you should play c6 here. But I guess this is fine. It's a main line too. Supping with the Pope. The Last Supper. Morales is the Last Supper. And that was my old friend Jorge Zamora's favorite expression. Queen to c7. Does that seem a little weird? Speaking of bishop f4. Never too late to play the Catalan, as they say. It's like he's trying to tempt me into playing the Catalan. What if I don't? I'm not going to bite, and I'm not going to even try to play bishop f4. I'm going to bank on queen on c7 being misplaced in the long run. I'm not going to try to take advantage of it directly by putting my bishop on f4. I'll just use the c file and what I've got. Wow, dude. You have to be like taking some sort of drugs to play that move. Dude, that's crazy, Holmes. How can you play e5 here? You're like a tempo down with your queen on c7, my god. Wow. That is a bad bishop you got. That's a nice bad bishop you got there. Zenchess is playing for time. Quick moves. Not only time, but time is an important part of his game. More important than for me. But again, I'm like, I am forgetting the sudden death nature of the time control. Why do I have 0 points and I have to play with Zenchess? Just asking a question. You know, there's like 12 players in the tournament and I get the second or third highest rated player every round. I'm really curious how arena pairings work. Are they just completely random? Like, is there a pairing system or it's just utterly random? Mr. Coffee, do you know? Otters. 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 Do otters have udders? It's a good question. Reminds me of the time I lost to black against Alexander Kallichstein, and Inside Chess published the game. I lost in like 18 moves, and white never moved the central pawn. Like, ask yourself, have you ever lost a game where your opponent was white and you were black and white never moved the E or D pawns and had it published in a magazine? That was like embarrassing. It's not easy to lose, you know, with black at the master level where, you know, your opponent never moved one of their central pawns. I mean, that takes some serious skill. But Zenchess doesn't feel balanced to me. Well, I don't know. The King Charles. Apparently, like, Don't Cry Wolf was too strong for me as well, so don't feel bad. I mean, it's my first game of the day. I wasn't warmed up, and I have other excuses if we need some. But again, the biggest problem is that I always keep forgetting that the arenas are sudden death. You can make arena with increment, but it seems illogical. Then berserking doesn't really make sense. Last week we did 20 minutes, and so I had way more time, and it didn't really pressure me. Last week I was never in danger of losing on time, but with 10 minutes, it's possible. Bishop g4, my god. So he's straight up dropping a pawn here. He resigned. He's not in a good mood. Acerbate. Wow, what an interesting game. Ujwal against Morales Tsitsikaru Khan. Damn, Morales, watch your time. Don't forget, this is not increment. Mr. Slowhand, welcome. Guys, we're up to 1150. Mr. Slowhand donated 12 and change to make it 1150. Thank you, Mr. Slow. Little by little, I'm almost like Class D now. By the way, my first USCF rating was 1275. So we're hoping to get up to my first rating soon. Snetseg? Is Snetseg just watching today? So it's a Caro-Kann with pretty aggressive play by black in the Ujwal game. What's happening there, by the way? Morales has to watch his time. Yeah, b5. Okay, he takes on there, and the back rank is not an issue. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, well, I'm definitely not berserking against this guy. Of course, knight c3. That's the worst move ever. I hate that. This is the guy who never uses his time at all. I guess he's not big on, like, trying to play the absolute best moves. Just anything will do. Anything decent. Damn, he dropped a piece. That's the #1 way to piece drop in chess, in my experience. It's funny, I was talking about this with one of my students the other day. In the chess cafe, we'd always get this type of thing. Weird. What is 2200 in rapid? That's pretty hard to believe. But he sure plays a hell of a game in simul's, I'll tell you guys. This is pretty bizarre, honestly. We're definitely wasting time here. You should resign in an arena or a simul. Unless you're purposely trying to block me. The blocker. If you're like one of my rivals who's trying to block me from scoring points, then it makes sense to play it out. But if you're not like a personal rival of mine, I would say it doesn't make sense for us to play this out. He's claiming he's 1400. But even that seems hard to believe. He crushed me in a simul game. I like it how sometimes I play people, they're like 1400, but they play like they're 2200. Then the next game they play like they're 20. Then they play like they're like 500. Yeah, that's right. Resign. Like Zen just resigned. He was only clearly worse. Down a piece is definitely in arena. It's a waste of time. Don't keep playing out, arena games. You're better off just resigning. And wow, look at Astrobate go. He's got the bishop. The bishops. Easy point for Don't Cry Wolf. Right? Morales, what's happening? Oh my god, Morales. Morales still has 2 minutes. Tense game. But a good game. See, this is like why I don't like doing that G5 stuff in the Caro-Kann. I've even seen Caruana play like that, but I'm honestly very skeptical of people who play the Caro-Kann and they're playing like H6 and G5 in the Caro-Kann advanced variation. It's definitely unnatural, I mean, I guess there are some really expert players who can justify playing it in certain situations. I've seen Black Castle queenside or leave the king in the center, but ultimately there usually are issues like H3 there. Learning chess against Astrobate. Let's check that out. Astrobate has lost a pawn for nothing. Yeah, I don't know what Astrobate is doing. Oh, you didn't want to win your piece back with Queen E4 check and Queen takes knight? You didn't want that. You want to just lose without a fight. I get it. He played Bishop takes C7, but he didn't even see like Queen E4 check and Queen takes C6. Why would you sacrifice your pieces for nothing, Astrobate? That just doesn't make sense, dude. The magic mushrooms are not working. I don't think it was winning for him. At all. Don't Cry Wolf makes snap judgments about everything. You have a very powerful white square bishop in that position. And why would white be winning? Shroom fumes. Has he started marketing shroom fumes yet? This would be a good testimonial. Astrobate, don't resign, dude. Drag it out. Drag your feet. Make him like pull you. Hey, Mr. Coffee, how's the micro Chernobyl? You can play if you join our team. How's the escaped inmate in Pennsylvania doing? Is he in your neck of the woods yet? That's becoming like a worldwide story. They had an escaped inmate at Wandsworth in London, but they got him back pretty quickly. But your Brazilian guy, he's on the loose. Now he's got a weapon and a van or something. Like achievement get. This guy is pretty crafty. I mean, he's been spotted on camera like several times, and he's still on the loose. All right, just staying up with the current events. Learning chess. Oh, learning chess, of course. Learning chess is in first place. He's playing Mr. Slow. Oh man, bad Sicilian for white. Oh, he played bishop e3 here, and then bishop b4. My friend Emil has played this with white, I think. Bishop d3. I was like, dude, this isn't good. This can't be good for white. That can't be right. Yeah, I'm thinking of a different position. Yeah, it's just bad. The only moves are knight b5 and bishop b2. What am I forgetting? Knight takes c6. So there's like 3 moves essentially. I mean, maybe a3 could be a move, I guess. That's not that bad. Preventing bishop b4. But not critical. There's the gambit like bishop e2, bishop b4. Where's my next opponent? Ask me, good job dragging it out there. You did a pretty job. What about... Oh no, Morales. Morales lost? Are you kidding me? What did you lose on time? White has a huge position here. Although I'm not sure about that. That has to be good. Oh, he took over the H file on you? H3 looked good. Maybe it wasn't so clear. Yeah, you're winning. F4 right away. You were still winning. So you just like got flagged. Basically Morales got flagged in winning position. But he doesn't like the increment. Oh, cool. Congratulations. Nice. Don't cry, wolf. Nice one. Oh, you're really impressive. Impressive victory there. What did I get, like 10 seconds to make a move or something? Damn, dude. I left the board for like 1 second. He's streaming to show others how he flags them. Don't worry. Now they can flag each other. Dude, how many seconds did I look at Morales' position for like 2 seconds or something? That's crazy. The board wouldn't come up. I don't think Don't Cry Wolf actually watches my stream. I was looking at Morales' board for like 2 seconds. Literally, like, the board didn't come up. What am I supposed to do? The board didn't pop up. I mean, shouldn't it pop up or something? Is that my fault? I can't have the sound turned on because it's like annoying. If I had some sound warning. I don't play Arena, so it doesn't happen to me. I take it you do this a lot. Anyway, congratulations. Very impressive. Somebody could have warned me, but I guess we didn't really have time. How many seconds is the game? 10? 10-second default? Boy, that's bullshit. By the way. That's bullshit. I mean, I think it's a stupid rule. You should get more than 10 seconds for default. At least like 30 seconds. It should change based on the time control. I mean, in the bullet game, 10 seconds maybe, but like in a 5-minute game, you should get like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. In a rapid game, you should get like 30. To default people on like not making the first move in 10 seconds is bullshit. The other thing that lichess does that's really dumb is count games where people didn't make a move as rated. That's a good way to make the rating system totally like inaccurate. But anyway, this is I guess not a good time control. Do I have a game yet? Another one? Am I playing? I just don't know it. Dude, why does that king keep coming up? I don't want to see that. Ah, this time control sucks. But why do I keep playing 2200s every single round? I don't understand the pairings. It's such bullshit. I only play the leaders. Zen Chess, Don't Cry Wolf, and another 2200. 22, 22, 22, and 22. Is that weird? Like most of the field is average rating of like 1900, and all of my opponents are 2200. Dude, what's up with that? Jackie Meyer Bryant, 15 bits, thank you. A timeout from the arena would be, yeah, I agree. First of all, the game should never be rated. This is not rated, but it would be rated if it was a rated tournament. Under no circumstances should a forfeit victory ever be rated in any kind of tournament. Online, over the board, that should be like removed immediately. The only thing that serves to do is make ratings less accurate. So if you want to have an inaccurate rating system, rating forfeit victories is probably like one of the dumbest things you can do. So lichess would never listen though. Second thing, yeah, what's the default? 10 seconds? It's a 10-minute game, and you're gonna default me in 10 seconds. If I play an over-the-board game, the normal default for like a 5-hour game is like an hour, and the minimum is 30 minutes. So it's 20 seconds default. I don't even know how. Like I defaulted 25 seconds actually. You're telling me 25 seconds went by? Then where was my board? I didn't even have time to analyze the game with Morales. When the board popped up, I had 2 seconds left and I flagged. Basically. Where was the board for like the other 15 seconds? It's just not coming up, you know? It's not my fault. It wasn't like I sat there for 20 seconds. I had no idea the game even started. Again, another fast player. I would berserk if it wasn't a player whose primary strength is his speed. I'm not going to berserk against a player whose number one asset is his speed. That's all I know. His number one asset and his biggest weakness is playing fast. I just find it annoying that my streak starter was busted by that forfeit, you know, where I'm just trying to like momentarily look at another game. You're telling me 22 seconds went by? I think time is running a little faster here than it should be. But thank you for the 15-bit donation. Got on the board, Jackie Meyer Bryant. Leaderboard for bits. Do we hear a challenge? Thanks, Mr. Slow, earlier with the. We got a follow from late spendthrift, and Mr. Slowhand donated $12.x dollars. Queen c8 is a very strange move by black here. White's plan is f4 and e5 in the structure. I see no reason to go ahead and play f4. No reason not to. He's probably planning c4. f4 was a slightly risky move by me, honestly. Not the most solid choice. So if black plays c4, what do? I think we should seriously consider playing a5 at that point. My f2 point is really weak. So, wow. Okay, knight c7, supporting knight e8, going to c7, support b5. Sport. Nice game, sport. Can never be too careful about one's king. F5 occasionally is seen. Though in this particular position, it's kind of shaky. I wouldn't really trust black's control of the light squares. That's a weird move. Or is it? Actually, it's not that weird. He's supporting, yeah, b5. Actually, it's not a weird move. That's a good move. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. He's prevented me from playing a5. Maybe I should have played a5 when I had the chance. Now black will get in b5 at some point. Queen f3. What's my plan? Queen e2, knight c7. Queen f3, knight c7. Knight c7's next. I don't know, guys, what we're supposed to do here. I mean, it's coming. b5's coming. I do have a way to prevent it. Is it good? Probably not. Bent Larson. Knight c7, queen b7, and b5 no matter what. There is a move. Wow. Hey, Batman. Nice move. I do this sometimes in the Czech Benoni. Rest in peace, David Grigo. I remember Grigo having a Czech Benoni where he did this and like crushed someone. Okay, it's a typical maneuver in Benoni positions. The rook a3, and I have this lateral. But I'm like, how can I stop b5? If c4, rook b4, and this c pawn, no, c4, I could just take it. When my name was John Jacob. You see good possibilities for my Sladgie squares. Oh. The Sladgie square? I oversized it. Sladgie squares. Approximations of a space advantage. No comment. Have you gotten permission slip from your doctor to do that? That's not good for black, man. Wow. Basically like self-immolation. But I wonder if I should take on b5 or not. He took. I was expecting knight takes. Easy game. I mean, it's basically your only defender. You just trade it off. And f6 is a reasonable move here under the circumstances. Reasonable. F5 probably not my best. Likely not my best move. Oh, the other rook left. Oh, that's cute. He can close it up with g5 now. He can just close it up with g5 and it's hard to break through. Can't believe it, he didn't do it. Do you guys see this? If g5, rook takes h7. King h7, queen h5 check. King g8, queen g6 check, king h8, rook e3. Game over. I can't believe it, he didn't allow it. Oh man. Yep. Good choice. That was a good choice. I still have a massive advantage. But I ruined my position with f5. It was really a positional cheapo. I really thought he would play g5. It's like hope chess. Schmid Benoni. Mr. Schmid. Lothar Schmid. Luther. Lothar. I'm mispronouncing a classic, what is probably a classic German name. And I don't remember Dinek is playing like this. I mean, he played the King's Indian. Like, where did this come from? He played like King's Indian only. Only King's Indians. You want me to play on the other side? Alright, god damn it. Dude, you're killing me here with this. You're begging me to take it. I'm not gonna take. It's a nice knight you got there on e5. You've interfered with my rook now. Maybe I should have taken. It would have given him d6 for his knight. No. I can't take. Take bad. This is a nice decoration. It's like a Christmas tree decoration on e5. He was a local player there? Dr. Windsor Schmidt. For all I know, I might have met him. I don't know. Dr. Windsor. Paging Dr. Windsor. Like, what are you going to do to me? Black has 0 play. Zero play. We're going to go to the other side. I mean, I have the potential to play h4. I also have the A file. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to, like, sack the exchange or something? Why did I play that? I guess I have all the time in the world. Oh, he's trying to play... He's trying to play for h5, dude. I don't think so. You have no coordination. Yeah, he's just not listening. Whew, bro. I can go here. This is a funny move. Just, it's a neutral, like, observer. This is it's a neutral NATO observer on h6. Damn. It's like, this is brutal. He's gonna play knight f7 now. Wow. Something's got to happen here soon. It'd be funny if I could just leave my rook hang. But I'm not particularly worried about it. He has no attack. But I will say this game took a lot of time from our tournament. Still not clear on what he's starting here. His job is just to be kind of annoying. I played this one guy today that was worse. You're gonna ignore that. Wow. Wow. Rook h4, knight f5. Remarkably cagey play by black. Wow, bishop takes, rook takes. My rook is trapped. Bishop takes b5. Oh, is that a problem? You can have my rook. I'll make a deal with you. Let's make a deal. Let's say you can have my rook. I could also take on h6 and then take on... That's pretty crushing too. I mean, he's really paralyzed. But I thought maybe bishop d2, bishop a5 was more crushing. Wow. Hello? I'm up 2 pawns and an ending. I don't know what to think about this. But he's made it incredibly difficult to make any sort of progress here. Wow. It's taking forever. It's like the whole tournament is over. I hate the fact that he had to play this kind of game. Really. He doesn't want to trade queens. Wow. I guess I sort of suckered him there. No. He has a move there too. Oh my god. Yeah, now I'm lost. Dude, you're like really driving me crazy. My god. Unbelievable. What a game. Unusually, he used his time in this game. I don't think I've ever seen him use his time before. That's really bizarre. This could be a factor. Turning the corner on that. Oh, he dropped the queen now. That could be a factor. Dropped a rook, whatever. Queen, rook. He finally cracked after 8 hours of good defense. Damn, that was a long game, man. Got another request to join the team. Okay, even though you don't have enough games. By the way, was that what happened last time when I didn't get my game against Don't Cry Wolf? Did I close the window for a second? Is that why I lost 20 seconds? No, I don't remember. Oh, he's won every game he's played so far. Quite a form there today. He got a 1700, a 1900. And the 2100. See the engine analysis. Oh no. See this would like just pop up, resume. Alright, I'll resume. You should be able to look at another game while you're playing and while you're waiting. Mr. Coffee. At one point I closed the window. Let's see, wow. Ujwal was totally winning and then lost. Oh my god, the London system. You guys are not allowed to play the London system. And how is learning chess in second place, beating Mr. Slow? Seriously? Oh boy. That isn't right, man. What? What happened? Mr. Slow lost on time? Jeez. I don't know, Learning Chess plays some pretty weird games. That wasn't particularly suspicious, though. Mr. Slow, just not good without increment, I guess. But Learning Chess beat Zen Chess as well? Oh, he made one blunder. Oh yeah, that's normal. Knight b5. Wow. I don't know, Learning Chess. Stuff is kind of suspicious that you're doing. Oh, he beat Shockey as too. He beat Shockey as well. Of course. What the hell is going on? Shockey messed around in the opening. Okay, well, you get what you deserve there. Why would Shockey do that? Shockey's been smoking acerbates mushrooms. That's a good opening you played. Well, I should be able to get paired with Don't Cry Wolf again. He has a 2660 performance with that forfeit win against me. Yeah, this is a normal tournament. 1,800 wins every game. Those are the three favorites. Surprised Zenchess hasn't dropped out yet. Alright. Mr. Slow's playing Uber Driver. That's got to be a good game. I don't like this time control as much as the other one, though. The 20 minutes was good. 10 I don't like. It's amazing. It's even faster than 7+3. It feels quite a bit faster than 7+3. To be honest. Just don't play F5, Mr. Slow. Mr. Slow with a Sicilian Sveshnikov. No. God, Uber Driver, that's gross that you play that. I played D5 and lost against this guy Shmulevich. I don't know if he's still alive. Back in like 1990. I know there's a famous... Uber Driver's going to tell us there's a famous Bobby Fischer game with this variation. But it's absolutely harmless. I had several games with Kurdo in this line. It's just... White should be ashamed of themselves for playing this. But I don't know if D5 is best or not. Maybe it's better to just play E5 or something. Something else. Uber Driver is very stubborn and insists on playing sort of crappy lines sometimes. Sounds a little like Kurdo. Alright, I don't know, I'm not getting paired. I guess they don't want to pair me with Don't Cry Wolf for the 17th time. And he's the only player that's not playing. Except for Zenchess, who probably left. Mexico left. King Charles left. Morales left. Julian's left. Shachmat might be here. Dunekis might be here. Hiron may be here. He just joined. HGG, I don't know. Havel is new. Pyrat and Shockey. Shockey just came to play like Knight G1, Knight F3, Knight G1, Knight F3, Knight G1, Knight F3. Lose and then like abort the tournament. That's not too weird. We haven't seen much of Shockey lately. 15 viewers, we're killing it. Alright, let's change the stream title. Wow, the road. Sladgie. Oh, now I get a game, of course. Road to 2200. It's a long road down. I'm on the road to 2200. Some of you may get the joke. This can be interpreted several different ways. Alright. They always do that, these like noobs. They're like, do road to 2500. No clowns. Well, we're guaranteed to get more viewers if we do the road to 2200. I should play G5 just to prevent bishop f4 here. Knight f3 is the first sign your opponent is probably going to play bishop f4. You're banned. You're banned from the team for playing that. You should be ashamed of yourself for playing the London system. That's grotesque, dude. It's not even chess. You're just like playing tiddlywinks or some kind of thing that's like not exactly chess, but like chess, similar to chess. You're just pretending to play chess. It's okay if you're Gata Kamsky, you know, but if you're not Gata Kamsky, then don't play this crap. Play something that's dynamic and you learn from. The worst thing about the London system is like it's not a great opening and everybody knows how to play against it. It's literally the most predictable, boring. Everyone in my sim was like, why don't you like the London system? What's to like about it? You know, it's like watching the grass grow or something, or golf. I was talking about golf the other day. It reminds me of watching golf. Painful. This is almost as painful as my game against Nekis. I keep getting like really closed positions. El Shakman, last I played you, weren't you 1900? Yeah. Not sure about Rookie 8. Bukrosh lost to Kamsky in a similar position. He told me about. But I don't think Albie played Rookie 8. Must have been an old game, like 10 years ago. Maybe a little bit less, 2016. But he must have been talking about OTB. I don't think Albert would have been talking about like Chess.com or some stupid like online game. But this is like exactly the Kamsky bullshit. You know, Queen B3, Bishop G3, whatever. Why the Bishop on G3, not H2? And what's up with Shakmat? Is he like suddenly a really strong player? We haven't seen this account in like ages. This is a very artificial move, Knight G5. I'm just gonna go back. You know, whatever, dude. Is this really the same guy who was 1900 before? It's just so gross to play the London system. I feel sick. You know, you should know that I don't like this. And I mock people for playing the London system. I can't believe you played against me. That's shameful. You're not going to checkmate anybody by playing the London system. So you can change your name now. The only thing I could say in El Shakmat's defense is that he didn't castle queenside, which is what all the like really, really bad London players try to do. Castling queenside is not appropriate. Okay. Trading pieces should help me, basically. I can't remember if they played this in the past. It's just so boring and painful. God. Let's try Queen C8. Yeah, this is not a good tournament. I didn't like any of the games I played, the openings I got. Guys, Road to 2200 is double-edged dream title. It means that we're trying to raise $2,200 to go to the World Senior, and we're at 1150 now. And also, I'm trying to get my rating down to 2200. So most people are working up to 2200. I'm working down to 2200. Queen C2. I don't know, man. I would rather stick pins in my eyes than play this kind of position with white. It's not even chess. You're just like shuffling the pieces around on the first two ranks. I don't like my rook on that diagonal so much. This is always annoying. This is literally just like mindlessly shuffling the pieces on your first two ranks. I hate this. Now I can finally play d5 if I wanted to. Then he'll just try to trade more pieces. September. What's up, September? We don't have any gift subs this week? Are we serious? There's no gifters this week? It's already Tuesday. Oh my god, dude. Anyone else plays the London system against me gets banned from the team. We really don't need to hear about that. I already don't have enough viewers. And then we get people like this. God, if I wanted to play Gadakamsky, I would log into chess.com. Now that's a mistake. That seems like a mistake, no? Interesting position here. I have c4. I think it's good. He was probably counting on like winning a pawn. But I don't know how this player is like faster than me. I guess I'm really slow today. I also don't like this time control. But I'm the one who created it. It's amazing. 20-0 was awesome. 10-0 sucks. I need more self-confidence. He's 1900 bullet. 1400 bullet. No, 1900 blitz, 1400 bullet. 21. This is fair. Well, it's a good thing you played bishop g3. Why did I play that move? It was the worst move ever. He's faster than me and stronger. I have won every game against him, and now he's suddenly, like, got a Kamsky with white. After not playing me for, like, a year. When was the last time we faced this player? H4? Say what? H4? What kind of move is that? Okay. H4. Wow. That's just bizarre. Why would you play H4 there? That's crazy. That's a really weird move. And every single game I play is like this really closed position. Have anyone else noticed this? Has anyone else noticed this? Every single game is this like insanely closed position. I mean, is he actively going to try to lock the whole position? Is that the point here? I guess. We have an hour left in the torture. I'm in 6th place behind Asterbait. Yeah, exactly. Like I just detest this entire style of play by White. You should be banned from chess forever for playing like this. To be perfectly honest. Perma chess banned. Alright, enough is enough. At some point, something's gonna happen. What? Oh my gosh. That's weird. He saw that instantaneously? He could just do that? Maybe I was winning anyway. But now, I'm not so sure. Wow. Pretty weird game, dude, to be perfectly honest. Who plays like that? This is why I hate Rapid. I'm taking you don't play a lot of tournament games. It's not about the time control, it's about the style of play. It's really strange, man. Wow, what? How can you know that that's good? They're like little tiny mosquitoes or something. I don't understand what that is. I thought they were like fruit flies. They're driving me crazy. Wow. Yes, Shaki. Looks like a draw. You called it. White's play is so disgusting, I don't even know where to start, dude. How can anyone play chess like that? I don't remember this player having a style like that whatsoever in previous games with them. It's almost like he's a different person. Why don't you, like, play it out until mate in one? Jesus Christ. You're dead now, are you happy? Stupid thing. Are you a mosquito or a fly? You need to take this to the lab and have it analyzed. It doesn't behave like a fly. It's possible they're like micro mosquitoes. How many varieties of mosquitoes are there in the world? There are probably hundreds, right? I read in Southern California they have 53 kinds of mosquitoes. All I know is that normally when I get bitten by mosquitoes, you can like see them, you know? They're big enough that if it's around, if it's going to approach you, either they make a sound or they're big enough to see them. There's some kind of mosquitoes that's like biting me, and I mean they're mosquitoes, they're not gnats or something. I get like a big welt, it's like a mosquito bite. But they're so small that like they're basically invisible. Yet they can inflict the bite of a large mosquito. At least with the normal mosquitoes you can like track them down and kill them, you know, but with these it's like I thought they were like being spawned by aliens or something. Right, Dr. Shipchance. Some flies also drink blood, but I mean, I get like sort of allergic swelling reaction from mosquito bites. I mean, I don't think I would get the same reaction if it wasn't, but who knows? Maybe you're right. Blood is delicious. Who, this is what I'm drinking. I pulled ahead of Acerbate now. Our goal is 3rd place. Learning chess, lost to, Dr. Tripchance. Oh my god. Dr. Tripchance is the hammer of justice. Coming. Hopefully you get to play my last opponent and suffer my enjoyable game. That was so painful, dude. Honestly, like this game. I just wanted to cry. Whoa, check it out. He's not playing the London system this game? He's suddenly not playing the London system. Now he's playing E3. I was pretty sure it was an E4 player before. Dude, they're not bed bugs that are flying around, bro. No, I have no bites, man. In my bedroom. I'll have no bites. I wake up in the morning, I get Dr. Tripchance. I have no bugs in my room at all. And then I wake up in the morning, I go out in the kitchen to make a coffee, and I get bit like 4 times. I'll literally go in the kitchen for 5 minutes and come back with 4 bites in the morning. That's what happened today. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was literally in the kitchen for 4 minutes making a coffee, and by the time I came back in my bedroom, they were starting to like swell up. So they're coming in through the front door. I mean, they could be small biting flies, but I mean, geez. I wouldn't think I would get the same big reaction from like tiny flies that I would from normal mosquitoes. But honestly, maybe they are different, because maybe the bites tend to go away faster now that I think about it. They're really, really itchy and big, the same as a mosquito bite, but they will go away maybe in an hour, as opposed to like with a mosquito bite you have it forever, like for a day or something. It's like driving you crazy. Yeah, I was about to lose on time and I just played the birds because it was like close to my king side. But again, like why do I have like 4 seconds left when I get the board? This is the second time it happened. I don't want to play the birds opening, and black plays like the best possible line here. It's like black's best line. I used to play this with white, with reverse colors. No, it's not a mysterious illness. The question is, do those small flies bites just as itchy, but just not last as long as normal mosquitoes? This is exactly what Gingy and I used to play against the Dutch. And Dr. Tripchance plays it in 27 seconds. The best possible variation. Can I play d4? That's bad, right? What's wrong with e4? It's a move. We should do one of those theme tournaments you have to play. Yeah, I've done that once or twice. I'll make them play the London system and then quit chess. Someone is watching called World Champ Prep. That's gotta be a new account. No. No bullet players allowed. We got another request to join the team. God damn it. Open link in the window. Sonic me. I don't remember why they were blocked. If you're blocked, there's a reason why you're blocked. I'll have Mr. Coffee get on the research as to why you're blocked. But usually it's like for being annoying. The most common reason to be blocked by me is that you challenged me 18 times in a row when I couldn't play. And every time I declined your challenge, you just challenged me again. And you just keep doing that. That's really not annoying at all. Mr. Coffee's on it. Don't Cry Wolf. You could go to the bathroom and spend the day in there, man, with a magazine. And you'll win the tournament. No, Uber Driver's coming. This is a very important event for Uber Driver. I think Learning Chess may have, like, left. Nope. They're still playing. Whoa, Learning Chess is playing our friend. El Shakmat is in oh, he's playing the Kali Kalnowski now. Uber Driver, what is that? What is that? What is that opening you got there with the e5 pawn? Queen b6 check. Is it my fault that I have like crazy closed positions every single game? Or is it my opponent's fault? Or a combination of the above? Whose fault is it? It's really not my fault, is it? Not me that's doing that. I didn't play the London system. Look, my bishop's alive. Both my bishops are alive. Yay. All my pieces are alive except for my rook. Hey, do you like this diagonal? You might want to trade knights. I have no games against them. Yeah, it's either like making annoying comments or probably challenging me repeatedly. Because obviously if you decline a challenge from someone, you want them to challenge you again. So when someone declines your challenge, basically you should keep challenging them, over and over again. Because that makes sense. If they decline the first challenge, they're probably going to accept the second or the third one. It's like offering draws. I'm so cynical. Someone at poker called me toxic. I told him that he was too sensitive, I just call it, I call it as I see it, I'm not toxic, you're just too sensitive. There's a big difference. Some people, they're like little children and they need mommy to like hold their hand. And they're not, I'm talking about adults that behave like little children. And they need to be like constantly reassured. Did I make the bad play, Bill? There's this one guy, he's like, he needs like me to be his mommy. And then said I'm toxic. I'm just trying to be funny. I mean, I'm not really, I am kind of hateful and toxic, but not really. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm grumpier than others. I didn't start off this tournament in a good mood. I mean, because I lost to Don't Cry Wolf in the first game. That kind of killed my motivation. Don't call me toxic. I have a good feeling about our relative king positions. But how to attack? Queen h5, queen e1. Queen h5, g6, probably not a good idea. If I give him f5, I'm going to be in big trouble. I need to throw a wrench in there at some point with like bishop g5. Trading bishops also doesn't help me. I don't want to trade dark square bishop for dark square bishop necessarily. What he wants to do here is open this puppy up, you know. We want to get this black king in some kind of like door hinge. b4, a4, b5, a5. Nice knowing you. Thanks for castling queenside. If I was to play like queen h5, he would have g6 with f5 tempo. And suddenly my whole position is like... So what I need to do is maybe play like bishop g5 and then wedge my bishop on f6. And I can stop him from playing f5. Keep this bishop here. How about rook b1? That would be an interesting idea. Telling people they're too sensitive supposedly is gaslighting. Well, I guess if you tell everyone they're too sensitive, then you have kind of an issue yourself. But the fact is, there are people that are just way too sensitive. It doesn't mean like... It doesn't, you know, I mean it like literally, you know? I don't run around like claiming that most people are too sensitive. Some specific people are too sensitive. And it's like sensitive and needy. So if you don't handle them like they're little babies, then they're hurt, you know. King b8. Nice move. How's a4? There's some issues here. He has a6 as a square. But I do have maybe bishop over, a4. I don't know. I'm like drifting without a clear plan of procedure here. Plan of action was what I meant to say. Previously on our show, I anticipated a5 here, which is a kind of no-brainer move. And I hesitated because, like, c3, you can play queen b3, wedge his queen in. Yeah, well that's one thing I could play is g4. G4 is radical, but it just occurred to me that maybe it's not too radical to play. If you really think about it, maybe this isn't a bad idea. Maybe it is. Whatever. Yeah, I should consider bishop g5, but my b-pawn was hanging. The point was to play bishop g5. Why did I didn't like the hanging b-pawn. I thought g4 was simpler. By the way, he didn't stop a5. Why not? You know, I expected that. I could have played a5. But then he plays queen b5 or queen a6 or queen c7 or what? At least I have a strategic position against Dr. Chip Chance where he's very good tactically. Of course, this is the only really good move for black. The refutation, if you will, of my entire position. Because I know you like treating queens. Especially stack. Yeah, I mean, I saw knight takes g4 too late. I should have just played bishop g5, bishop f6. g4 was a mistake, clearly. After the knight takes g4, black is fine. Is there any sense in king takes? Not really. And black's actually better. That's cool. If I'm lucky, I'm okay. Like equal. I don't know how perfect you can play, dude. Let's see how fast he finds the perfect move here. Well, let's not call it a perfect move, it's like a perfect sequence. That's not perfect. King c8. Now the question is, what the hell is going on, really? Black might have been winning, but I don't think he is after that move. I don't think b5 is a good move. In fact, it's a very bad move. I think he has to be careful he's not lost here now. But actually, I guess it's a draw, I don't know. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm winning. Why would I go there, though? That's like a stupid move. He resigned? Is it definitely lost? Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, he went from winning to lost. He's winning. Yeah. It's winning. It's a b5 loses. But I was lost anyway. That's really weird. Yeah, I just blundered the h-pawn. I was fine, but rook f1 is a blunder. I have to play rook ag1. And it's a draw, probably. Yeah, g4 was a bad move. I was better. If I make some normal move here. What about bishop g5? Oh, he plays f5 anyway. Wow. The computer wants to sack the exchange here. Yeah, I messed up with that move, g4. That was really bad. g4 was horrible. I just didn't calculate. I didn't calculate at all with g4, and I realized before you played it, you know. We have 30 minutes left. Maybe I can get third place. Uber driver winning, of course. Don't try Wolf. Don't try Wolf is in the bathroom. Handing the tournament to Uber driver on a silver platter. He makes Uber driver look like a master. Uber driver looks like a master. You'd think he was like the Blitz master. It's funny. You got a very strange ratings, World Champ Prep. Why is your Blitz rating like lower than your, or higher than your rapid rating? Not enough games, dude. You have to have more games. You have to have 100 games to join the team. I'm not accepting like sketchy accounts here. You gotta have an established account. Nothing personal. You can join when you have 100 games. You're not qualified to join yet. Where's my... Yeah, resume. Trip Chance against... Oh, man. Nice endgame. Yeah, Dr. Trip Chance just gave me a gift there. A new tire put on the car. Yeah, it's hard to imagine that stuff. Evening here. Well, it's almost it's not as exciting as the London system. You like playing and watching 10 rapid games? Any quicker and it's hard to learn. See, I agree, especially stay. Young grandmasters like Magnus Carlsen, Hiraku, Namakura, and just for random kicks, you know, Naroditsky or whatever. They have a tendency to glorify Fallujah's streaming. They glorify bullet chess. But I think they're hurting like real chess in the process. They think they're popularizing chess, but they're popularizing like garbage, sort of artificial chess. You can't learn by watching people play 1 minute chess. It's absurd. You know, you're even 3 minute, or the minimum is like 5 to 10. But even this is like kind of fast. I can't really talk about the games and be instructive with 5 minute games. I've been playing 7+3 on my stream, and that gives me the increment, which allows me to talk a little bit more about the games. I would prefer to 7-3 to 10-0, to be honest, but it's not good for this arena format. Dr. Tripchance, Al Shakmat is back and better than ever, apparently. With a very, very good solid style there. And Uber Driver has a system where he somehow avoids playing any of the highest rated players every single time he plays. How do you do that exactly? He played Zen Chess and got a draw in the first game, and then after that, he's played no one over 2100. They're doing it without adding any real chess value. Yeah, like Farouja was on streaming earlier, playing bullet chess. I mean, I guess, you know, we really have to look elsewhere, to be honest. It's not just chess, probably. It's, you know, Amaranth, for example. Amaranth has a lot of value. There's a lot of streamers, video game streamers. This is not a question like video games are not as important as chess, but I mean, even so, like, I'm sure even the more strategic, intelligent video game streamers are less popular than the video game streamers who just stream really cheesy, stupid stuff, you know. Value. Value is an interesting concept, Mr. Coffee. Does my apartment have value if I can't sell it? All right. I could rent it, maybe. Another kind of using its value. Oh my god, I clicked by accident on something. We have 20 Airbnb. They're cracking down on Airbnb in the United States. But Airbnb is sick, man. It's been totally, like, corrupted. It's like OnlyFans, you know? Airbnb was meant to be like a cheaper way to find a place to stay. That's how it was created, for like backpackers and people who are like traveling to find an alternative to hotels. And now it's become like just totally bastardized by like big investment firms who have like, they just have like portfolios of investment properties that are on Airbnb. It's crazy, you know. That's why I couldn't even like buy a home I couldn't buy like a vacation rental in Massachusetts, because everything was bought up by, anything affordable was bought up by investment, real estate investment, you know, funds. And now no one has a place to, you know, you can't even like buy a second home for under $500,000 because of these bastards. I mean, I don't want to be a communist, but I admit that the capitalist system isn't really working right. We can see what's happening. Like, just a few people are getting like really, really outsized like wealth, and everyone else is screwed. It's more expensive than hotels, yeah. They're banning it in New York City. Actually, in Budapest, they're cracking down really hard. But I think the motivation in Budapest is mostly like people, like tax avoidance. A lot of the people with flats are able to avoid. They're avoiding taxes. It's also sent the prices of rents up here. The first thing when I had money to buy an apartment, one of my friends was like, yeah, why don't you buy like, don't buy one apartment, buy like 3 small apartments and just do the Airbnb thing. $5.5 million. Jesus Christ, dude. Where do you live? In like Beverly Hills? The median price is $5.5 million. You must live in either Beverly Hills or some kind of extremely elite neighborhood. I think in most places, you live in Jackson Hole? Holy shit. I have a friend who used to go to Jackson Hole. He's rich. His parents had money. Now I understand, okay. I thought you were in Tennessee, bro. I was like, wow, there can't be too many neighborhoods in Tennessee that are 5.5. Right, well, you can forget about buying, yeah. You can buy an apartment in Budapest, yeah. But you better... Actually, the prices here have not really... My old apartment that I bought in 2010 is still worth the same amount. So much for an investment. It's still worth the same amount I bought it for in 2010. If I sold it today, I could probably maybe get back what I bought it for in 2010. Jackson Hole. I've never been there, but, you know, very expensive ski resort. Right. I'm playing El Shachmat again. Now, he plays a completely different opening. This is the guy who played the London system in the first game, is now capable of playing the English. At least you own an apartment. I'm starting to wish I hadn't bought another apartment, because I can't sell my other one. I think I might rather have the money in the bank. I like it though. If I were to keep the money in the bank, like interest rates would go down. It's the opposite. Whatever I do, it's like the opposite. If I keep money in the bank, the interest rates are like the lowest they've ever been in the history of man. If my money leaves the bank account, like the next week interest rates start going up to like 6% or something. It's just absurd. It's the opposite of whatever I do. It's like Murphy's Law. Whatever major economic decision I make is always the wrong one. For years, I made no interest on my money in the bank, and then the minute I take the money out of the bank, interest rates go up from like 0 to 6%. This is kind of like amusing. If I had had like 6% interest on the money in the bank that was just sitting there for like 3 years, it would have been a pretty sizable sum of money. I just couldn't do anything. Chess and communism mixed as well. Low pay and lots of Slavic influence. Yeah, well, I know a lot of people who have been heavily influenced by that. We still have leftover, pretty serious leftover, communist Slav era communism here in Hungary. It affects the work ethic. You know, I think people in Eastern Europe, they're still like this communism hangover in a lot of cases, although it's definitely changing slowly. People definitely don't like to work as hard here as in America. Bishop d2. So this is the London guy. Inflation. Dude, there's insane inflation since 2010, and my apartment is still worth the same amount of money. That's not good, you know. In the United States, real estate prices doubled since 2010. Just in the last, 2 years. But still. If you own the property, you're in good shape now. The minute I sell a property, the market goes through the roof and doubles. That's what I'm talking about. It took me a long time to find knight c7. It's a solid move though. Right, the 2008 market crash. Well, that's another example of... I ended up buying an apartment in 2010. Which isn't... the prices were like... covering. Well, I mean, you can buy an apartment when you can buy an apartment. I mean, you may not have the money at the right time. But, it's just weird. Here, for example, real estate prices have not gone up pretty much at all overall since 2010. And in the United States, they're like double. But I think it has a lot to do with, like I was saying, there's been a big increase in like investment funds buying residential or real estate that's like second homes, resort type of locations. Again, this guy again plays like he's like a master. I swear to God, this is not the same player that I played those other games against, whenever it was. He was never like an really opening focused player, it seemed like. I'm afraid that sometimes people are like playing with different people on the account. This player hasn't been here for a long time. It might be like his roommate or his cousin or his little brother. I don't remember them being so fast and so confident and so... At least you didn't play the London. Thank you for not playing the London. I should really add that. Thank you for not playing the London. I do have knight d4. You have to think in terms of pawn structure. White has a dragon structure. It's one of the best structures in chess, honestly. Because the base of the pawn chain is back here, and it's very hard to attack the base. Or bases. It's a low maintenance pawn structure, like the Benko, the dragon, English. But imagine, for example, if I were to play a6 and my opponent were to play b5, and the pawns would get exchanged. Now I just have an isolated pawn in a bad structure, and it's probably gonna like drop off like I have leprosy. If I keep this structure as it is, now we have a situation where I have 2-on-1 on the queen side versus 5-on-4 on the other side. But that structure that I have on the queen side, it's much more solid than an isolated pawn. So I think this is not bad. Although objectively the position is probably equal. You could see the possibility of the b pawn falling off, right? Speaking of leprosy. Let's develop our queen. You thought Gingy says the dragon loses by force. What? I don't know anything about that. I never... One thing that Roman and I never ever talked about was like playing e4 with white. I never really seriously played e4 with white on a regular basis, so I don't know what his opinion of the regular dragon is, but I think that's honestly, like, what's up, Move 11? Honestly, I think that's like a pretty common opinion that the dragon just basically sucks. The normal dragon. We're not like going out on a limb there. Again, this player basically plays perfectly. It's pretty weird. Roman is difficult to get along with. I haven't seen him in 20 years. It's amazing he's still alive, actually, because I didn't think his health was to very good 20 years ago, to be honest. But as you say, only the good die young. White is playing like perfect chess, and he plays all different openings. I don't know, man. And he's fast as well. What would Anatoly Karpov do? Is this a good move, though? Maybe. It might be a blunder, too. Oh, no, I have queen b7 check. Yeah, play queen a4. Gingy. Yeah, Roman is... He was a strong player in the 70s and 80s, and then by the time the 90s rolled around, he was starting to weaken. A player who reached his peak around 1980, I would say. This player seems too strong compared to the player I knew from the first 9 games we played. He plays an almost flawless game of chess. Capable of playing like multiple openings. Check. E4. It's a little too clean and flawless. I'm definitely paranoid at this point. Loves Ripka engine. He always loved computer. Playing against computers and learning from them. How is this guy so strong, dude? Seriously. 1902 in lichess blitz? Why are you playing like you're a master or something? But that is the second instance of h4 kind of randomly thrown in there at a weird moment. Although here it's more appropriate than in the first game. How does this random guy who's 1900 in lichess blitz have... He plays me head-to-head equal with like using 2 minutes less. He's 0-11 against me. And head-to-head we're equal after 25 moves. And he's up by a minute on the clock, 2 minutes on the clock. It just seems weird, man. I don't trust anyone anymore. Alright. Well, I never did. But really clean game by White. Just no mistakes. Not even a margin of error. It's totally equal at this point. You know, maybe what you'll see is like a player who gets nervous when he gets low on time and starting to crack. Which would be normal, but at the same time, his play is just so... you know, you look at your score and you're like 11-0 against this guy, and why is he so good? You know. I mean, what tactics can I possibly have here? In such a position, I've been playing this opening with white since I was like 14 years old. This exact kind of line, I mean, I know it very well. I never played symmetrical English with this knight f6 like I did in this game. Never, ever. I just don't play it with black. I played it with white in the past, since 1980s. I'm sorry, but this guy is just it's too solid, too good. There's no way you're a 1900 blitz player. That's unbelievable. I just don't buy it, man. He's faster than me. He's just as strong as me, and he's 1900 lichess. What is that, dude? Why would you be 1900 if you could play like this? By definition, that doesn't make sense. What is that? You can just play queen c4? Are you sure? That's quite a move to play without even calculating. Wow. Queen takes c4, takes, e5, king f1, king f7, king e1, king e6, king e2, king d6, king c3, king c5. Draw, right? He didn't even calculate. Take f5, king f1, king f6, king e1, king e5, e3. I don't know, man. I don't see how I get a Zugzwang. White might essentially be better there. Again, this player, it's suspicious to me. It's very suspicious. How you can play queen c4 without even having time to calculate seems pretty strange. There is one chance, though, g5. Right. 2 minutes, 39 seconds. Wow. I'm sorry, dude. This is a bit too much. It's a bit too much. It really is. This feels like computer playing white. It totally feels like computer was playing white here. I don't know, move 11. I have 15 seconds of sudden death. But I am not really thrilled with this opponent. I don't think he's a 1900 player, and I think there's something weird going on with their play. I don't like this game at all whatsoever. I might have to remove them from the team. Puzzles 2398. I'm sorry about the game, dude. I just don't like that game. What is your cent upon loss here? You're 1400? Yeah, I don't think so, dude. I think you're playing with an engine in this game. What's that, your other account? This looks like an engine played white. He even wins a draw and king and pawn game with perfect moves. This has got to be like a perfect game by white. I don't think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna kick them out. This is too much, dude. This is just too much. I was winning. Dude, look at their play. They made one blunder, and the rest of the game was perfect. And they had no time. They were winning on time, 2 minutes, and they blundered e4. The rest of the game, not a single inaccuracy. That's like unbelievable, dude. Are you serious, dude? To be fair, the game was boring. You just arrived here. You didn't see my last game with him. He plays a completely different opening. You're serious? You think that 1,400 FIDE players who are 1,900 on lichess play 35 moves without an inaccuracy? Are you freaking kidding me, dude? What planet are you from? Like, seriously, if you think that's normal. Not to mention the fact that he's like 2 minutes ahead of me on time. No, I don't think it's possible it's okay. I think that it's obviously cheating. He like slipped up because he was like getting excited or something and didn't check the engine move at move 36. Whatever, dude. I'm done. I mean, I'm not gonna accept this game. I don't think so. I don't accept this, dude. I'm definitely banning them. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. You don't come out of nowhere playing games like that, man. You guys, it's a lot more subtle than you think. You know? It's a lot more subtle than you think. To you, it's a boring game, ICTs. He had a lot of chances to go wrong, and he never made a single tiny itty-bitty inaccuracy. And he was like 2 minutes ahead of me on time. Give me a break, dude. Whatever. I'm sorry, dude. I just don't like... I don't like it. This doesn't make sense. There's no way. You're 1,400, and you play like that. And you play multiple openings, too. He can play every opening. He plays the London system. He plays the English. He played the Kultanowski Zukertort, another game. He plays every single opening. Like, give me a break, dude. Brainy, you're welcome to join. They put 1,400, right? You're not being devil's advocate at all whatsoever, right? If I have another player put the goddamn 1,400 like FIDE rating in there, I'm gonna fucking cry. You're gonna get banned just for putting your 1,200, 1,400 rating in there. Alright. Settings. That's ridiculous, dude. What the hell is his name? That's bullshit, man. You don't tell me you're 1,400 and you play like that. In the perfect king and pawn game with no time. Yes, he made one blunder and no inaccuracies or anything. And then at the end, he played like perfectly. I never even considered the possibility of losing that game. Look at this game, dude. It's ridiculous. Watch his play here. Yes, he made one mistake. Because he was rushing because he wanted to win. I was winning. And I played f4. I had no time. That's the thing you don't understand. He like put me in the situation where he played. That's what you're not appreciating. It's not that he just like played perfectly. He played perfectly against an IM with 2 minutes more than me on the clock. You know, he put me in such time pressure. You're telling me that a 1400 can do that, dude. It's easy for me to, if I have like 30 seconds to think here, but I saw the clock was down to 28 seconds. And I miscalculated, you know, but what kind of 1400 puts you in that kind of time pressure with perfect play, you know? It's ridiculous, dude. The guy made one inaccuracy the whole game. No, I'm banning him, dude. One inaccuracy the whole game. I'm sorry, that's just too weird. 2398 in puzzles. He cheats on puzzles. FIDE rating 1495, whatever. That's bullshit, dude. I give up. I'm just leaving the tournament. I don't need this, you know. 1400 players playing like masters. Give me a break, dude. That's bullshit. I guess he doesn't cheat in all his games, just against me or something. Ridiculous. Learning chess finished third. Okay, learning chess, you had a 2268 performance. Another dubious account. How does learning chess have a 2268 performance when they're supposed to be rated? They're supposed to be rated a 1700. I've been complaining about this account forever. Like, seriously. I should kick you out too. Or just tell us what your deal is. 2268 performance. Dude, you have an established rating of 1800. People who are 1800 don't have established ratings like that. Performing. And this will be good to see them play each other, right? He's reportedly learning. He's been dubious since the beginning, man. Wow. Let's see the engine. H4, number one move. Let's hear it from the peanut gallery. And he blundered. Not learning chess, though. Ooh, that was ugly. Unbelievable. I don't know, man. There's so many sketchy accounts that aren't even close to their supposed ratings. It's just so weird. You've got one player, Uber Driver, okay, had a good tournament. Don't Cry Wolf, 2660 because he got a forfeit win against me. And won the other game that was drawn. We'd like learning chess, 2268 performance rating. Astrobate, 1990, good job, 19458. Yeah. Uber Driver's undefeated. No one can beat Uber Driver. But I lose to like every 1400 that comes along. It totally makes sense, right? It totally makes sense. Uber Driver is like a good player, but he's not even a national master, you know? He doesn't lose a single game, but I lose to everybody. It's like crazy, dude. Performance 2300. This really gets me, man. I mean, you're telling me you have 13 CPL loss and you're claiming to be a 1400 FIDE. I mean, whatever, dude. I really should ban him from the team. I don't know. You know, he made literally one mistake. E4. And by the way, you guys are sitting there thinking, well, yeah, he made a crazy blunder at E4, but it looks like I'm threatening to win by pawn takes pawn, king F5, king G4. So it's like E4 is logical. It looks like the only move that prevents me from getting my king to G4. I would have probably played E4 as well, to be perfectly honest. Without the benefit of an engine turned on, are you going to just let me walk my king up here or what? You know? Dude, you're totally talking like you're talking with the benefit of the engine turned on, analyzing the game. King G2 should draw. Really? If I play G4? What, F3 or something? I mean, it's very complicated. How could you know that so quickly? I wouldn't even venture a guess as to whether King G2 draws or not. Don't cry wolf, not to criticize you, but you make all these like snap judgments about stuff. I wouldn't even like guess if it's a draw or not without calculating it all, you know. I mean, I thought he had to play E4. I was actually pissed when he played E4 because I thought that was my only chance. Crying Wolf is like he's a specialist in making snap judgments about stuff, but it's easy to make whatever. It's easy to make snap judgments when you have the engine turned on, or I did before. I thought after G5 I had a really good chance to win and most players would lose this position with white. He instantly holds with King G2. F3 makes sense too, because it does take away the G4 square. But I can't blame him for playing E4. It looks like a good idea. And I played it perfectly. Take F5, the only winning plan. He plays the only move, F3. I played the only winning move. You guys give me no credit for like perfect moves. Until I got down to 28 seconds and I panicked here. And it's not easy to calculate that with 20 seconds left. In E6, I was terrified of E6. I figured it was like losing. It's funny though. I lose. F4 loses. Now watch what happens here. 147 left. Only King D4 wins. No, King C3 wins as well. That's disturbing. Man, that's unbelievable. White's winning this position. It's not even fair, you know. This is not even fair. This is actually freakish. White is winning this position. It's unbelievable. It's kind of freakish, isn't it? He doesn't really deserve to win this game. It's really bizarre, you know. But the time thing bothers me the most about his play. I mean, check this out, dude. He's still playing like Mark Taimanov on move 12. You know, and he's supposed to be 1400 FIDE. Give me a break, dude. We're following Zagnidze versus Muzichuk from like the Women's World Championship 2014. He's basically playing like a 2500. They can basically, yeah, he can play any opening like Grandmaster level. The London system, the 3 different systems, because most like 1400s play 3 different opening systems in the same tournament, basically perfectly. We're following Zagnidze, Muzichuk, 225 top 2 women in the world at that time or whatever. Basically, he plays the move. from the game. Come on, dude. This is clearly a guy who's using the opening book. How is he coming up with queen b3 here? Oh, he's just, yeah, it's logical. We'll hear the devil's advocate shit. He played a perfect goddamn game, dude. It was a simple position. Uh-huh. H4, I like that the best. Is that in the top 5 moves of the engine? He did that last game, like... You thought bishop c3 was surprising? Why? Why? You think, like, my bishop's bad or something? I think... This is a totally normal move. I don't think, like, his bishop's better than my bishop or my bishop's better than his bishop. I just think that he's not playing like a player who's 1400. FIDE. You know? This is sus. 1900 blitz, right? I don't think so, dude. You played 17 moves of Women's World Championship. Yeah, and he's not even Indian. I mean, so that's even more suspicious. If he was Indian, I would totally... If he was from India, I would totally accept it. Repunj. But he's from Poland, which is like the same as Hungary. If a Hungarian 1400 played like this, I would be pretty suspicious. Honestly, you know, you can make arguments every move is like totally normal, but rook c4, it's an extremely good move. You know, he never makes a mistake. The h4, the confidence that this move shows, you're telling me you're 1400 and you're playing h4. Nah, dude. There's something going on here. I mean, he may not be using a computer, but he's got his big brother playing who's like 2200 or something. There's something not okay about this. You know, I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't trust it. You know, I don't like it. It's too good. You know, you played too good. I'm going to have to ban you. That game is just too suspicious. The toughness in the other game was notable too. I mean, I barely beat him, like, in the other game. I don't know, man. I can't let people do suspicious stuff. Like, this just doesn't make sense to me. Look. He was even down to 1700 blitz. 1750. Out of nowhere, he just reappears. Out of nowhere. It's rigged. I can't deal with that. Like someone having FIDE rating 1455. He plays the bird with perfect moves too. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Whatever. I don't like this. Alright, anyway, not to single anyone out. Congratulations to Uber Driver, Don't Cry Wolf, and Learning Chess, because Learning Chess is a master as well. Learning Chess has a very good score against me. Check out their score against me. Because that makes sense, right? You're telling me I'm going to be 56-2 against someone who can play and finish third with the 2268 performance. I don't know, Learning Chess has been sus since the beginning. I don't know what his deal is, but he cheats and then like loses to me on purpose or something. I don't know. You know, he's learning by cheating and losing to me on purpose. Asteroid has a winning score against El Shachmat. Let's see Asteroid's score against El Shachmat. You didn't play him today. Move 11, thanks for the gift sub. Well, I'm going to take it easy on I'm going to take it easy on Ripunj and not time him out today. Or ban him. But the thing about learning chess is, like, seriously, by definition, if you're good enough to score 22-68 performance and finish third in this 10-minute tournament, you by definition couldn't be 2-58 against me. See, that's physically impossible. It's like physics. So there's something sus. He's learning chess, but he's an ultra sus account. I mean, the ratings totally don't make sense. And every he's had like 20 winning positions against me and always loses. Check my games, they were lucky wins. I guess so, dude. I guess so. Yeah, I'm gonna ban you for losing to me on purpose from good positions. Yeah, anyway, it was a funny tournament, but I don't trust the new Ilshak mod account. Many different opening systems, perfect opening play, insanely good speed, and then one mistake the whole game. Nah. I don't think Asprey's getting better. Uber driver, he's stuck at a plateau right now. I don't play good. Asprey's been plateauing. He also resigns, and just, can you guys let's shame Masturbate a little bit, alright? Just for fun. I want to shame Masturbate here for this. So watch this, alright? Masturbate is white against Don't Cry Wolf, who's in like first place. He plays this stuff. I told him 100 times not to do it, not to waste time. I told him 1,000 times not to play Bishop D3, A3. He still doesn't listen to me. He just does the same thing. And he still gets a good position somehow. I saw this position where you hung the pawn. Well, it looked like you hung a pawn. Wow, so he was winning a piece with Queen E4. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. That's what you meant. I thought you meant like subsequent Queen E4. You snuck the pawn. He went here. And now you had Queen E4 again. Oh my god. So I just wanna say, like, why would you do this? What I don't understand is, like, why Masturbate, why are you playing this move? Why? The only thing I think of is that you want to lose on purpose because you're too nice and you don't want to hurt your opponent's feelings. Like, is this just like because you want, you don't want to be mean and like beat them? So he's appreciative of my coaching. He resigning against Masters. He has 8 minutes and 30 seconds and he just like sacks his Bishop on H7 for no reason. I just saw the game from the side of my eye and I thought his plan was Queen E4 check. I mean, at the minimum, he gets his piece back. So he doesn't see Queen E4 winning a piece. He doesn't see anything. He just sacks his Bishop on H7 for no reason. Why would you sack your Bishop on H7, Masturbate, if you don't have a follow-up? He sees the tactic but didn't consider his bishop's move order. But what tactic? Basically, Stenstag, I don't understand like what the point of bishop takes h7 is. Why are you playing this move? Why are you playing this if there's no follow-up? I could see if you forgot your queen was attacked. You're like, God damn it. I thought I had h4 or something, and oh, my queen's attacked. Because you could maybe do like bishop takes, king takes, queen check. You did this, right? Queen h5 check. Then the weirdest thing of all, right? So I expected him to play h4. Because at least with h4, there's a sort of pseudo threat. And that doesn't work, but I guess if you had 2 moves in a row, like g4 and knight g5, you'd actually be winning. I mean, at least there's hope. You know, you could play knight g5 and g4 and you checkmate black. But he doesn't even do that. He just, like, takes on e5. So he basically gave away a piece for nothing and then took on e5. So what's the explanation? Acerbate, honestly. Is the explanation like you're losing on purpose? I have multiple choice question. Are you A, losing on purpose, B, let's say just playing by intuition and then realizing that it didn't work? Was bishop takes h7 just a completely intuitive decision to do bishop takes h7? Why would you block Acerbate? You know, you're like the only person on the site who blocked Acerbate. I don't hate puzzles. I just don't think it's like the be all and end all. Sladging. But he doesn't normally like sacrifice pieces for nothing. You know, that's what I didn't understand about this. He ended up with a really good opportunity, and then, you know, normally he would just like do moving his queen or something. I think like under normal circumstances, he would see this. Is he? Yeah, chess tempo is not bad. Acerbate, did you lose on purpose? I mean, that's really what I feel like. But if you miscalculated, what did you do? What did you miscalculate? You know, if you do this, what's the miscalculation? I mean, honestly, I thought like, oh, he's got rook c4 or something, you know. But I don't even imagine what possible miscalculation could you have in this position. You do bishop takes h7, then you forgot that you're going to play queen e4 check. Maybe that's it. Maybe he did it and he forgot it. He thought he had a rook lift, but it didn't work. I'm just trying to understand what he's thinking there, you know. I should be yelling at you. Well, you don't pay me to teach you how to play chess, number one. And number two, I don't think you played shitty overall. You played well against me, and I have no right to really criticize because you played better than I did. I just didn't understand, you know. It's not characteristic for him to sack a piece for nothing, necessarily. So anyway, that's enough picking on Acerbate. I'm sorry. Check out his first game. It was quite good for a while. Well, that's the thing. He can play quite good for a while. Then he gave you the game. Wait, what are you talking about, Uber Driver? You didn't even play Acerbate. Yeah, he did that against me. He had a winning position against me. Oh, you did. You did. Okay. Yeah, you did. Okay. I'm gonna have to start like teaching him the memorized theory. Oh my god. Uber Driver, you had to make me see this. He did this again? What great move did El Shachmat make? It wasn't a question of great moves, it was what bad moves he didn't make. He plays a 40-move game with one mistake the whole game. And 2 minutes ahead on the clock. If the guy was like 2100, it wouldn't be a problem. But he claims to be 1400 FIDE and then plays the whole game like a master except for one mistake. Or he was probably just like playing fast because I was about to flag. You know? I mean, honestly, I was down to like less than a minute at that point. So you start getting excited and stop checking the engine. I don't know. CTC4, but this, seriously, Uber Driver, E5. Did you have a hard time beating him after E5? You know what's really disturbing? There's a game where Mohammed Belarbi, some guy playing in like the Olympics, probably in 1972, lost to the Polish guy Pytel. What's disturbing is there's a 2260 player who played this against Justin Sarkar. So I don't know what's more disturbing, the fact that Sarkar played knight c2 or the fact that the guy played e5. What do you guys think? What's wrong with knight b5? Does anyone... I don't get it. Like, does anybody understand? Wrong game. Dude, what are you talking about? Povietkin? Would you like to introduce yourself? Are you his trainer? Or something like that? The first 18 games can be played from memory. Sure, they could, dude, but generally speaking, 1400 FIDE rated players don't have 18 moves of theory memorized in every obscure variation of the English opening. Basically, he played like a 2500. By definition, if he could do that, he wouldn't be 1400. You understand? But why is this not a good move? I don't understand. Why would you choose to play knight c2 rather than knight b5? Like, you don't want to have like a stranglehold on the opponent's position, or what? Uber Driver, I'm aware that you played knight b5, but I'm saying, like, look at the fact that a Polish IM and Justin Sarkar played knight c2. What are they thinking there? Like, why? Why would you play knight c2? Why would anybody do that? It's a good move, but, like, isn't this better? What possible reason would there be to play more passively? Jesus, Uber Driver, I understand, dude. Thank you for stating the obvious. But can you tell me something I don't know? Like, why in the world would anyone not play knight b5? Okay, I know that Justin Sarkar is a freak. He did really weird shit against me too once. Yeah, it's just bizarre though. The other game, a really credible player played knight c2 there too. e5 is like the worst move ever in the history of chess. See, that's the kind of move that someone who's rated 1400 is supposed to play. Not 18 moves of theory. Why don't the other players who are 1900 blitz and lichess playing 18 moves of theory in every position, you know? I don't understand. You know, I've only played like 15,000 1900s on lichess. I think I have a pretty good handle on how well they know the openings. Generally speaking, 1900 rated blitz players on the site can't get beyond like move 8 in theory. But anyways, alright. I got off the track, so... I mean, this is not a good game, Uber Driver. This is garbage. Honestly, I told him a million times never to do this, and he doesn't listen. This is just utter garbage. This is a terrible game. He lost a pawn for nothing. And you're like, oh, he played pretty good up until a point. Dude, he's totally lost after 10 moves. I mean, what are you talking about? Well, he played pretty good for someone who's totally lost after 10 moves. What the heck are you talking about? He meant the other game. Now you tell me. Oh, I barely found this one. Jesus Christ. Now you tell me. You're trying to tell me. I'm sorry. Context is so hard to read here online. It's hard to understand what people mean. I'm sorry. So... He won't listen. You know, I tried to tell him 1,000 times not to do this. This is not appropriate. He just does this no matter what. Dude, you're hitting the super solid pawn there, supersonic pawn. There's no sense in lining up your bishop against his pawn on g6, acerbate. It's a fetish. He has a fetish for doing this maneuver. He just played a3 for no particular reason. He just does the same moves no matter what you do, like he's not paying attention. Uber Driver played 97 now. I don't really like the way Uber Driver played this, to be honest. Like, honestly, Uber Driver, this much is kind of standard, but it doesn't seem right to retreat your knight off the center and play for f5. Alright, I guess it's fine. Is it the best move, really? Damn. The computer wants to call him out. I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to be wrong. I was afraid I would be wrong. I wasn't sure, but when the opponent is wasting time, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, bishop e6 is fine. I like that. But I mean, when he wastes a million tempi on like 1,000 moves he doesn't necessarily need with white in a slow opening the game is reasonable. There's some counterintuitiveness to this, though. Counterintuitivity. How do you say, like, counterintuitivity? Counterintuitivity. Counterintuitivity to opening the C file for white. I mean, I don't mean to be like Bent Larson or anything, but all right, Uber, it's reasonable to do what you did. You've got a closed Sicilian, and you're playing for f4. I agree, this is a valid approach, and this is solid. Yeah, I mean, what's he supposed to do? f4 was probably dubious. Now he has to cave his structure. Uber just likes to show off his like crushing victories. Say his opponents played great. I mean, honestly, like, this seems like a really standard game. That's hesitant. So you could have gone e4, I wonder. Okay, bishop d7 isn't so bad. So he finally castled. Thank God he castled. I was really worried there. I mean, to be honest, Super Driver, like, the structure here looks pretty dubious for white. If you push to e4, like, what is he going to do about the backward pawn here? You had it last move as well. I mean, I gotta think, like, this is, like, strategically really bad for white. Pawn structure wise, you're basically winning after e4. You were a little too hesitant, but this is still not bad. Probably white has to consider playing d4. No? It's a different ball game. It's a different ball game after that. Then you play e4, but he might even have knight e5, I don't know. But at least he doesn't have a backward pawn. But to be honest, like, he didn't do anything, and then you hung a pawn. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty bad, Uber Driver. You could have played e4 at any point and basically, like, paralyzed him on the d file. Did I hang a pawn? It looked like it. So Uber Driver didn't really think he played well. He just found an excuse to show off his, like, crushing victory. You're like, oh, Acerbate played great. But it's really just a lie. He just, like, wanted to show off his crushing victory against Acerbate. Yeah, bonus analysis stream. I don't think Acerbate played particularly well. He's really capable of playing well. I don't think this is it, you know. Yeah, you didn't hang a pawn. You didn't hang a pawn. Are we sure? Bishop takes knight g4. Let's see, knight takes. That doesn't look too good. So I don't really get it, Uber Driver. This is just an excuse to make me like show off your game. I think it's a scam, man. I don't think he played well. I think White played badly. You played okay, and then, you know, he just like blundered and got crushed. I'm not seeing it. Anyway, that was the only thing he did wrong. Pretty crushing victory by Uber Driver. Now stream. Bye bye. Nice knowing you. I'll try to come back tomorrow. We'll stream tomorrow. Thanks, Mr. Slow, for a donation. We're up to 1150. I'll see you guys. Thanks, Move 11. Thanks for not playing again. Move 11, you gotta promise one of these days you play in something. You know, like the Simul or Nedog 2. Where was Nedog? Did you play? Guess all these guys like have this excuse like they're working. What is this work shit? Mr. Slow. Well, us in Europe, it's not work time anyway. I mean, I really need to get back to the United States and start streaming from the US time. I know it sucks making money. Uber Driver can work and play chess at the same time. He's the only one. He can make money and play chess at the same time. Unlike me, I can't do either. Mr. Slow hates 10-0. Actually, Morales hates it too. If you get used to increment, then sudden death basically sucks. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks for your support.